In-depth analysis and discussions on the pressing political issues shaping our nation. I'm your host, Sharon MANDOR, and I have with me...
Yeah, as usual, Anifio Enquiry. I'm sitting next to her. We're looking at the state of the nation. Good morning.
Today, as we count down the days to the hashtag End Bad Governance protest, we delve into the heart of a movement that resonates with the frustrations and aspirations of millions across Nigeria. In just a few days, citizens from all walks of life will unite to voice their demands for accountability, transparency, and real change. What drives this movement? What are the core issues at stake? And most importantly, how can we ensure that the call for good governance translates into meaningful action? Join us as we engage with analysts and our valued listener to dissect the dynamics of this pivotal moment in our nation's history. Today we'll explore the roots of the discontent, the goals of the protest, and the potential paths forward. Stay with us for an enlightening discussions that aims to inform, inspire, and ignite the spirit of positive change. Once again, this is the melting point on Memories 96.5 FM, and we're here to give voice to the people's power. Let's get started. Today, as usual, we have in the studio a journalist. We also have we have a journalist. We have a management consultant. We have a pastor. His name is Apostle Samuel Joshua. Good morning to you, Apostle.
Good morning.
Sorry, while he's trying to settle in.
Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning to you, Apostle.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Welcome. How was your weekend, and how's the week been? You know, moving on and anticipating the protest.
Well, we are on top of the situation, as the police groups always tell us. We are on top of the situation. Nothing stops peaceful protests, and then the protest will come up. But the problem is that we are telling the youth, do not allow anybody to use you to commit violence. Violence is a crime. The protest is free. It's the right of the citizens, which no power, nobody can stop protest, which is peaceful. But they do not allow also. I am hearing about a lot of people, even some political parties, saying that we want to start a rally to counter the protest. That one is an indirect way of causing conflicts, because any attempts to say, okay, let us bring another protester to say, okay, we'll protest what hardship. The person who's saying that we should not protest against hardship is he not feeling the brunch? Yes, I know that in the executive level, like some governors, and up to the level of a governor, up to the level of maybe presidents and most of the ministers, they are not feeling the brunch of the hardship anyway. Because most of them are not buying petrol, not buying it. They are not buying it. They are not buying diesel. They are not fueling the cars, and then they are not even taking care of the repairs of their official vehicles. So it is we that bears the brunt of our hardship. So the question we are asking ourselves is there hardship, unprecedented hardship in Nigeria? The answer is yes. Yes. Okay,
Apostle, before we go into all the details of the protest, let's talk about this update that the president assigned the 70,000 naira new minimum wage. Do you think that this is going to subdue or reduce the agitations from the youths concerning this protest?
Do you know that the 70,000 naira is infinitesimal to the percentage of our inflation? So in the first place, it's just having nothing to do with the hardship. It's going to cushion the percentage of civil servants in Nigeria should be about 4% or less of the workforce. So that is just a very little number of percentage of people in the workforce. And as a matter of fact, I feel that we should look at it from a better angle. The better angle is the minimum wage increment okay? Yes, about that. And but is the percentage of the increment okay? I said it's not okay. It's just manageable. Labour, in their wisdom, have discovered that it's better not to shut down the economy entirely because of the wage bill, but then the blame is on the managers of the economy. If you manage the economy well, people will not be looking for anything more than a certain percentage of increment. And that would have made more money if there is life is given to the naira. The problem that we're having totally about the hardship and poverty index in Nigeria is because of what? The devaluation of the currency, tactical devaluation of currency by the present central bank governor, which his matrix of economic management is not having any empirical value. Empirical in the sense that management and economics should supposed to be a science. Even when you call it social science, it's a science. So every indices that you use in management of the resources should be empirical. That should be proven. That is to say, whatever way and method I'm applying, if I'm applying the same way, I'm supposed to have this result with you. Even that's just what's supposed to be a scientific story. But in Nigeria, we keep on moving. You see, Central Bank of Nigeria has really caused a lot of problem to this government. That's the truth.
All right. And well, you think the Central Bank of Nigeria is acting in isolation or in consonance with the presidency?
No, but it's not in isolation. It is under the president. They need a red pen to do a lot of things.
The presidency is aware of it.
Why not? But the problem about it is that, and the president, as a matter of fact, is an accountant. But I expected Mr. President to really not be allowing the central bank governor to control the economy, because that's what he does indirectly. Not even the Minister of Finance that controls it; he controls it. Now, you know that central bank wakes up now and give policies every week. There are different policies, inconsistencies, policy somersaults. Today you say, okay, let the bill be changed, be doing this, and tomorrow you change it, and tomorrow you give another law. Now the Central Bank of Nigeria has become a parliament, which I'm surprised. Yes, for the law, fact that the CBN Act 2007 gave you the power to regulate financial and fiscal policies of the country. But that is not to use an executive fiat to really dampen, the already damaged economy. That is not a solution. That is not a yardstick. So what do we need to do? We need to really look at it on who is really qualified to be the central bank governor at times like this. Is he able to bring us out of the woods, or is pushing us to the woods? That's the problem. Every week, different policies. Every week, different policies. POS people have to be registered. They have to register a company. Is registration of company free? The answer is no. Do you force people to register a company? A small child is sitting down at the corner after graduation, and maybe the uncle said, okay, take this 100,000 naira, start to give it to people and get a little thing. At the end of the day, you may have a 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira to get home with. And then you are talking about regulation. They bring in regulations. That the regulation will come. You have to go and register the company. Is it free? It's not free. You pay money to register a company, and you don't compel people to register a company. Those who are having most of these POS operators, it's just a very paid people. Some of them start with 70,000. I know what I'm saying. Sometimes we assist them. Now tomorrow morning you will be seeing a lot of regulations to kill the system. But does the central bank governor think about the rates of unemployment in Nigeria, especially graduate unemployment? Most of these operators are graduates. They don't have nothing doing. So you just always want to kill the part of that sector so that they come back and sit down on top. Let me tell you, a hungry man is an angry man. Hungry man is an angry man. So we have to fix, because when we talk about hardship, let us look at hardship holistically. What is the origin of this hardship? Why is it unprecedented in the annals of Nigeria? Even in this type of civil war, they said those that they were blockades in the southeast, right, where there was blockade of food. Otherwise, it was better than now.
Okay, it seems that you're having issues with the CBN governor, and
no, it's not issues with him. It's not a personal issue. Okay, it's about his policy.
About his policy
and his competence.
Policies, right?
His competence.
Okay, and
he's not competent to be there.
And you're aware that he had worked with the president as a commissioner for economic development in Lagos State, and he's a Nigerian backer.
What was the result of this Lagos State? Some of you hear about Lagos State. What did President Tinubu now do in Lagos State? Yes. Apart from giving the market for a daughter to take care of it, the mother was in charge of market. No, that's what he did in Lagos State. And then the daughter now is in charge of the market. In Lagos State, my brother, you know
No,
what?
I'm talking about antecedents.
No, that's antecedents of it that the president too, he was not performing in Lagos State.
Then why has he been chosen to be the CBN governor?
No, the president chose him maybe because he's his brother. That's the truth. What else? Why should Tinubu's daughter up to today be managing Lagos markets? It's because he's their daughter.
That's just a part of Lagos State anyway.
I am telling you the truth. That is empirical. I didn't come to radio to talk about what is not true. So when you were pushing me to that angle of antecedent of Tinubu in Lagos State, Ikorodu Road was built by federal government. Some part of it was completed by Fashola, not Tinubu. So when you talk about Tinubu antecedent in Lagos State, I throw it to myself. I know you cannot answer my question because I'm coming to answer the question.
No.
But today I'm saying that what did Tinubu do in Lagos State?
No, I'm saying that the CBN governor was then the...
That's what I'm saying. They mismanaged Lagos State.
All right.
I'm telling you the truth. Contract of sewage contract was why Ambode was sacked. Are you not aware?
Yes, sir.
Because the company handling the sewage was Tinubu's company. Then you did not evacuate. If you allow sewage to be on the Lagos road for 2 days, you know what that means. You close the road. Now he spoke with the president that time, that's Tinubu, that this thing is causing problem. Let the company work. The man did not answer anything as usual. Now, the contract was terminated and that was the end of Ambode. He told him that is the end. You can never go back. So when you want to talk about these things, somebody appoints his companies and companies and companies in everything. Do you know who owns Remita?
Okay, no, away from that. Again,
Okay,
no, I'm still coming back to what you're saying. Now, the commissioner, the CBN governor was his commissioner then at Lagos, and also...
Did not perform?
No, I'm coming. Now, also the Inspector General of Police was also the commissioner of police under him at Lagos too. So
and he's also a Yoruba man.
Yeah, what do you see in all of this?
Say that
what do you see in all of this?
No, the issue is nepotism.
Is he coming with the people he had worked with at Lagos?
No, it's nepotism.
Or Lagos now, Nigeria?
Not only whether Lagos or not Lagos, it's nepotism.
Okay, Apostle, yesterday after the Federal Executive meeting, Federal Executive Council meeting, the Minister of Information came out to say that there's no more need for the protest because some of the things that some of the demands that the protesters are asking for are already being met. And then they announced that they will be selling 50 kg of rice for a price of 40,000 naira, and they have already sent 10 trucks containing 50 kg bags of rice to every state to sell at 40,000 naira, just to give a succor to what people are feeling, so they don't have to buy rice at that expensive price that you always talk about it, how you buy local rice.
So what's the question?
The question here is, how do you rate this performance by the new development by the federal government?
The federal government, they put this is the first time the federal government, especially the one led by President Bola Tinubu, they have for the first time discovered the voice of the people. They are now in panic mode. The public just sent them on panic mode, and they are looking for who is the organizer. What do you look for organizer? Is Nigerians are the organizers? All of us are organizers. This is the truth. All Nigerians who are poor and impoverished are organizers of the system. So, what they are doing now in the panic mode can never have a taste of time. Why are you doing it now? Initially, he said before this protest announcement, okay, proposed protest. What the president told us that hardship is not only limited to Nigerians. That it's not only in Nigeria that things are hard. Is that the way to? Okay, now why did you really come? This is the question I asked the president. I'm feeling their pains. You no longer feel their pains again. Now he's saying hardship is not only limited to Nigeria. I said what causes problem up to today in Kenya is that 34% increment in the tariff of what? Bread, which is their staple food. They move to the streets because of bread. Now, even when he's talking about 40,000 naira in the local rice, is that a normal price? Is that the price he made it? So why don't you return Nigeria to the dead economy that his media aid always tell us? You know, that the dead economy that they inherited from Buhari regime, that was a dead economy. But now they are buried economy. So why don't you return us back to naira, back to 465 naira per dollar that you made? Why don't you return it to that level? When you gave a central bank governor who keeps on tactically devaluing and mechanically devaluing the currency per second. Why? Return us back to that world. So the Minister of Information is doing his job, but his job is not good enough. It's not professional at all. It's not professional. You know, a journalist must report the facts. That is not the facts on ground. He has said already. When did you start sending this trust? Because you have a notice of what? You know, once they have a notice in Nigerian government, not only in this government, you have a notice, even the NLC gives a notice. They will wait until 9 minutes before they start negotiation. Is it not the truth? Delaying the matter, the evil day every day. But sometime along the line, Nigerians said, no, we have to show the whole world how that the poverty index that World Bank is talking about is the capital now is in Nigeria compared to the population, because the problem is the population. This government is unable to manage their population. Up to today, they will talk about bringing food. Have you seen the food imported? They have not. They only talk. The government always talk. The rhetoric is very simple, but the action is not there. Why can't we have a government in Nigeria who is proactive instead of reactive? Reactionary government. Only way, even as who goes on strike now, you see that the 9 minutes is when the federal Minister of Education and the Minister of Labor will start to come in, especially in the dead days of Ngige. The dead days of Ngige. Because that was one of the worst ministers of labor. Not even this one. The worst minister of labor ever in the annals of Nigeria was Dr. Ngige. Yes, of course.
All right. Yeah, we are still talking labor and talking the minimum wage. Well, now there's something that is also the first. You're talking about the first time this government is listening or paying a listening ear to the cries of the people.
Not paying a listening ear. It's a panic mood.
Okay.
We send them on a panic mood,
okay.
and they are ruling.
They also said this is on a panic mood. What informed the presence of the principal officers of the Senate at the Federal Executive Council meeting? They were there to witness the signing of the minimum wage, and in fact, the Senate president was there also, and they all said it was impromptu. Why were they there?
That is their business. It's the business of how the business of how the executive hobnob with the legislature. It's not new anyway. It's not new. They hobnob with the executive. And then tell me, you see what the National Assembly is doing? They are playing party cards. They are not representing us. They are playing party cards. You remember what the leadership of the National Assembly talk about when they called the organized labor that time? About 62,000 naira. How the private companies will full up if they are paying more than 62,000. But today, the same government has accepted 70,000. See, this is what we call tactical blunder. There are times that you don't need to do certain things. And I see that in this government. And then, when you see, people are not supposed to speak for the president. Like, yes, on weekend, yesterday. Look at the comments he's making about the protest. But I remember when he was in PDP. I know why I'm saying when he was in PDP. Yes, when he was in the PDP. I remember how...
Apostle, he's still in the PDP.
I say when he was in the PDP. I know what I'm saying. Excuse me. For you to tell me I'm in the PDP, but you send all your members of House of Assembly to APC. Up to today. So what does that mean to us?
The party is not complaining.
No, I don't know which party. The
PDP.
The PDP is not complaining.
Yeah.
No, they are complaining, sorry. I said the PDP is complaining.
But anyway, that's
not the issue.
Yeah.
There's something I want to say. Do you know when the man made an interview on channels yesterday? He's telling you he becomes now official spokesman to the president, which is not his mandate and his duty. You don't, as a lawyer, you don't become a journalist overnight. He's not qualified to be a spokesman to the president because the president has a lot of people who speak for him. But how can you say that the president did not tell Nigerians that he will be error-free? That communication is uncalled for. It's provocative. And now that no one should carry placards and protest in the streets of Abuja. Oh, okay, because you are the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, but you are not a governor of Federal Capital Territory. You are not a governor, you are a minister. A minister is under the president directly. A governor is under the president. You understand what I'm saying? So let him understand how he plays soft, because he was also among the people in the PDP when he was in the PDP, leading protests against the APC. I can say it on authority. He was leading the protests against the APC when he was in the PDP. But now he is between the APC and the PDP. a little
Apostle.
no, but that's the truth about him. He's not in that way.
He's in the PDP.
I say he's not.
If the PDP,
He was there before.
if PDP
and when he
members
was
were aggrieved about it, they would have expelled him out from the
no,
party.
no matter how he's spelling. There's nothing like spelling somebody who has already spelled himself. You say you work against your presidential candidate, it's not expulsion, self-expulsion. So the issue is that he does not have the power to stop the protest.
No, away from that.
He should not stop the protest.
Okay.
He should not become a minister of information for Nigeria.
You see this particular point, I was saying it during today's papers that it doesn't, augur well with so many Nigerians that a minister of the FCT is saying people shouldn't come out to the FCT to protest. But then again, some analysts have been saying that some of the things that the president is doing, the policies that he has put in place, are actually good, and in time, if you give it some time, it's going to manifest.
What are the policies? The policy is this: we are only hearing about promises. It's not new. Promises are not policies.
So you don't think that if
you are talking about 40,000 naira bag of rice?
So not even the 40 bags of rice. If you give the president some more time, do you
more
think
time has been given already? 1 year is a good time.
Okay.
1 year is a good time, and he has fumbled and mumbled for 1 year. So when you talk about more time, okay, 4 years. Will 4 years be enough?
3 years. The president's daughter asked for 3 years. Some of the analysts have asked for 2 years.
Who is the last one you called? You call who? The one who said when the father won election, and they said that, let me tell you, even when my father is the president, I'm still going to be the head of markets in Lagos. I called it to order on a television program that the first family in this country is not noted to be making some comments. The elder brother said it soon, and now is making that they are supposed to control. They should get out of the press. Do you understand? And that stands up to today. So he's coming to talk. She's going to market to intimidate women. You know about it in Lagos, telling them that tell your children not to come out for protest. That is against the law. If it was something like the United States of America, she should have been arrested. But in Nigeria, she has an immunity, though not conferred by law. But she has immunity in Nigeria. You cannot arrest the president's daughter in Nigeria. But in America, Biden's son has been convicted.
Yeah.
But now waiting what? Sentencing. The father said, if I'm supposed to be a president again, I will not give him pardon. This is America. That is a different country entirely. But in Nigeria, the first family can make any comments. Vituperations everywhere. Stoking the system. That is not the issue. The issue is that we don't want to listen to the first family because they are not buying food. So we want to listen to Nigerians like me, who's buying food, who's buying petrol, who's paying school fees for my children, who's paying my fees in the PhD as a PhD candidate. I'm paying my school fees now. So we should talk, not the daughter to the president. No.
All right, this is Melting Point, where we cross-fertilize ideas on the state of the nation, and we have with us in the house Apostle Samuel Joshua, eloquent and vibrant political analyst or social affairs commentator. We are looking at Nigeria and the August one, Ides of March or Ides of August.
Ides of August, I like that. You also know. Ides of August. Beware of Ides of August.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And between now and Thursday, a lot of people are thinking or insinuating that there will be violence, and the security agencies have promised us that they are on top of that game. And actually, they have said the supporters of the protest should submit their particulars, identities, and also other things.
That means all Nigerians, all poor Nigerians should submit it. So, because the organizers are all of us who are aggrieved, all of us who are hungry.
What's the effect of this? Is it to intimidate or to
no.
be cautious?
They are asking for what they know they cannot get. Do you understand what I mean? Someone was arrested because of writing on the social media that people should cause violence. That's right. Do you understand? It does not make you an organizer. That's right. Because you don't tell people to cause violence, right? To destroy property. No, you cannot tell that. That's wrong. But what we are saying is that is violence guaranteed by the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, freedom of association, freedom of choice, freedom of association, freedom of speech. Those things are guaranteed. It is inalienable right of the citizens to protest. Simplicity. And the police have said it before. because we got one problem about this tiger matter. You see, today you say one thing, tomorrow you're saying something. He started saying that it is a constitutional right to protest. That's the first thing the tiger said, in quotes. So, but now he's coming up to talk about the organizers should submit passport, submit this thing. What does that mean to us? That communication does not mean anything. You know, that's why I feel that the Inspector General of Police should allow the media team to do communication to us. You see, it's not because you are IGP and you have all the wealth of communication. Because when you say something today and tomorrow you tell us some other thing, that it means that your intentions are not clear. When the public suspects the intention of those who are supposed to protect them, they will be afraid. He told us that they will give protection to genuine protesters, but they will not tolerate violence. That's what he told us. So which one will I take now? And now you are looking for passport of organizers. Who are the organizers? I don't know who the organizers are, but I know that if he wants those who are aggrieved, who want to protest, I think all Nigerians, about United Nations talks about how many percent, 78% of Nigerians are living below poverty line. That's impoverished, that we cannot make $1. That time the dollar was about 400 and something naira. But now that the dollar is 1,500 and something naira, courtesy of the central bank governor, it's a devaluation, you know, of naira. Of course, that's what it does. It doesn't think about most of us. It doesn't think about what devaluation will do to the economy in an import-dependent economy, which is not caused by this government. The import-dependent economy has been there for many years because of what we don't have date of production. Yes, industries are closing down every day. There's unemployment every day, and we don't think about that. We are thinking, when you talk about he has given 20 trucks of rice to Enquiry state of 7.2 million people. That means just a drop of water in the ocean. You know, it doesn't quench the taste. Yesterday I saw someone carrying 25 bags of rice. You know, I was laughing. 25 kg. But if you look at this kg of rice, you know, the suppliers are doing their business. They are doing the business there. Now, the 25 kg now, if you look at it, you discover that it can never be half bag of rice. It's not. Because they are doing business. Business are coming up. But then, when you give that to one person, then in the whole street, people were asking, "Madam, where do you carry it from?" He said, "They gave it to me." That means you can understand the number of people in the streets where I have my office. And now, everyone was, "Oh, madam, you're carrying the rice." One person. And that is to her family. Because maybe of political patronage. Because she's a woman, something in a party, you know. Maybe the PDP. And they are giving you. Maybe you are belong to the PPC. Or PPC people will also give you some rice to eat. Right? But what I'm asking is this. What percentage of people are hungry in Nigeria? According to the World Health Organization and then the United Nations Organization, what percentage of people are poor in Nigeria? The index is so high. So when you talk about giving free food, there is no free food in Freetown. Let this government know this. They should know this and have peace.
All right,
we are not looking for free food. What we are looking for is that allow us to do business well. Let the economy move. Subsidize electricity. Let us move. When you remove subsidy from everything, we are dying. Industries are dying. My cousin told me in Abuja that they moved them to this so-called Band A. That he recharged the meter for 40,000 naira on Monday. On Friday evening, the units were over. 40,000 naira in a week. Then the guy asked me, "How much is my salary?" That now is turning off AC because of what? Because of energy. So does the country, Nigerian government care? Do they care at all? Why is the discourse looking for increment? It's because of what? You kill the naira. So everything boils to every problem that we are having in this country when it comes to hardship. It boils down to the naira, the value of naira. Give life to the naira, you see that the magic will be done. All this other issue of giving palliative and then I want to import rice, and the rice you have not seen. The rice you are talking about 40,000 naira. Go to the market, you will still buy it for 78,000, the least.
Apostle, There's currently a protest against the hashtag End Bad Governance protest. There are people that are saying no to protest, meanwhile still protesting against,
No, I'm very happy you have answered the question.
against the protest.
They are sponsors touch.
Yeah, I was going to ask, are there political undertones?
I say not even political, they are sponsors touch. It's not the first time. We saw a protest in Abuja, and then the people carried these very big bosses of government registered in Abuja, and they carried them to that place. Those people came in with machete, different things, arms, beat the real protesters. I saw it in Abuja. So it's not the first time that we are doing that. But let me tell you, the victory of an evil over good is always temporary. No evil deed done can ever go unpunished. Any evil done by man to man must be retraced. If not now, later. If not by man, certainly by God. For the victory of an evil over good is temporary. Let us watch and see. What I'm advising the government is that do not try that tactics that you have always used. So that you use some people, hire them, and then sponsor them to counter protest. And these people, they are counter protest. If you look at them, they are most rigid set of people. You give them peanuts to counter protest. It's not done anywhere in the world apart from Nigeria. If you see separate protests like in the UK recently, people were protesting pro-Israel. Even in the US, even in the UK, people pro-Israel protesters were separated from pro-Palestine protesters. Everywhere in the world, except in Nigeria, that the police will allow these people to come and carry with arms, because these protesters are not going to carry arms. But these other talks that is being hired by the executive will go and carry talks. That's the truth about it, which is not the best thing to go. Okay, now, if you stop the protest today and the hardship continues, will you stop it tomorrow? Come on, the spiral go round, the merry go round. It will come back again. What you postpone today without doing the right thing? The right thing should be that the issue is that, oh, the rice that we are importing has arrived in Nigeria, and this is the price that we are selling it. Not the issue of telling us the president says he wants to give rice at 40,000. Where is the rice? Where is the rice? Okay, why do you bring it now when there's notice of protest? So this rhetoric does not have any much meaning to me. Only what they are doing is that they are postponing the evil day. And the more you postpone the evil day, the people will be so boiled up. When the patience of Nigerians reach a melting point, you will not control it. Now that people are telling you, we want to show you, with some people are saying don't carry placards, as if they are the owner of Abuja. They are not. They are not. They are citizens of Nigeria. There's nothing bigger in any citizen than myself, no matter your portfolio. We are all citizens of Nigeria. We have equal rights. That's the truth. Like with my brother Wike, he does not understand that immunity, he doesn't have immunity again by law. He still feels he's still a governor. That's what he's talking about. So he's not the governor of Central FCT. That is not true. Don't tell people not to protest. What power do you have? Can you make a law? You see, this is the problem from Nigeria, that everybody makes law. Everybody are communicators. No matter what their depth or shadow of understanding and knowledge, they will still come up to the press. They talk to the press, and if they are talking to the press, you see they turn up and down, wearing yellow jacket. You know, all these things is, you make us feel miffed. There are some people who are not supposed to come out to the public to talk. Tell your media people to talk. They talk for you. Because there are things that we don't need to say. Nigeria is that everyone is now a communicator. Public relations officers, unpaid agents. This come down on this matter and solve it. What are the problems that you want to solve? How can you solve the hardship with this level of naira? Can you solve the hardship? The answer is no. I'm saying again and again. The answer is no. Cooking gas has gone up now. Petrol has gone up again, and diesel has gone up. So all this part of all these petroleum products have gone up. The general fuel products have gone up. When I say fuel, I mean fuel, not only petroleum, because even firewood is fuel, which we know. Firewood in Uyo now has gone up in the price. So the general fuel products have gone up. So what is the government doing about that? Now, They now tell you the regulation from the time of Buhari that you can sell your property, courtesy of Enquiry, the almighty Enquiry.
Yeah. I heard you the other time talk about. I heard it the other time talk about the anti-protesters that actually come out to say they are not in support of this, and you describe them as
Petox.
yeah, I didn't want to mention that, and so they are paid to do that.
Yeah,
How about the Christian Association of Nigeria, the Nigerian Association of Nigerian Students, and other organized bodies that have also come, against this protest, including the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. He has actually come to support it, but in divergent view with his governor in Abia State.
We have to face.
Are they also paid?
No, no. But let us start with the students. I've been in student unionism before. That was the cheapest person to buy are the students. So that was because they are poor. They are impoverished as well.
Christian Association of Nigeria.
Christian Association of Nigeria has no business in this matter. I'm not their member and we wouldn't belong to them. In the Bible, the people who belong to what we call political religious groups were the Sadducees. So I'm not a Pharisee, I'm not a Sadducees. I'm not saying that they could not have a right because in an association I'm not a member. So they have no business in this matter. He said, come, what has Christian Association of Nigeria contributed to the economy? They have not contributed to the economy. So their business should stop on the religious platform. Simplicity.
But church members are Nigerians.
That's not what we mean. I talk about association. That's why I'm addressing the association. That they have very little to do. When you are less busy, you come to veer into all ventures. You see now, Christian Association of Nigeria is telling us a religious group, association, which not all Christians are members. Now you are telling us that we should not go into protest, peaceful protest. That's mischievous. I condemn it in totality. Because they are getting out of their duties. Their duty is purely religious.
Okay.
But why are you going into politics and then economy? Of course, that's not their business.
Apostle, let's open the phone lines right now and hear from the listener because we have 18 minutes left. All right, if you're just joining us, this is the melting point on Memories 96.5 FM. We've been talking about the state of the nation in relation to the protest that is planned to start on the 1st of August 2024, which is 2 days from now, on Thursday. So if you want to join into the discussion, then the phone lines are open for you to call in, and we're streaming live on Facebook. The handle is Memories 965 FM. Do well to drop a comment there. We'll definitely read that out. We have a WhatsApp platform that you can send a message to. The number is 0809 066 6909. The phone numbers are 0803 085 7755 or 0809 066 6909. Those are the numbers to call to join in on the discussion this morning. We have a call. Let's start taking the calls.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. The angel. We are enjoying the angel.
Oh, my little sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Wow. Protest.
right, wrap up. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. We'll have to take more calls. 0803 085 7755 or 0809 066 6909. Hello, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, we're still taking up calls 0803 085 7755 or 0809 066 6909. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you,
Yeah,
Akban.
good morning. Yeah, good morning to you, Akban.
Good morning, sir. Exchange rates.
Thank you very much, Akban. We still have time to take calls. Alright, we're checking Facebook now to see your messages, but we're still taking calls on the numbers. Hello, good morning. Welcome.
All right.
Thank you very much. Okay, before we take another call, let's run through the Facebook comments. Good morning to you all. Protest is constitutional, and those that are sycophants should stop defending bad governance because of crumbs that would not last a day. This is coming from Brother John. Let's take this last call before we get reactions from the guest.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome, Apostle.
Good morning.
Apostle, we have to go. We have to go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Let's get reactions.
Let another apostle come to our rescue here.
Yeah, let me start with
From apostle to apostle.
yes, that is it. Apostolic business. You see, in 2012, former President Muhammad Buhari and now President Bola Tinubu, like Mohammed and others, were leading protests against increment of petroleum price of PMS, premium motor spirits. That's called petrol. In Nigeria, under Jonathan's government. Is that true? That is still true. And again, in 2014, before the advent of the Buhari's regime, Bola Tinubu was a spokesman who told us, allowed people to protest because protest is free. Yes, they were protesting against the increment of petrol to 140 naira per litre. But under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, how much is the petrol now? You see, everything that we do, what we sow, one day we're going to reap it. What goes around, what comes around, goes around. Whatever we do today, it will come back to us. Now he's a president. How much is petrol? Compared to Jonathan's time, who listened to the mob and reduced it to 97 naira. When the price of crude oil in the international market reduces, Jonathan removed 10 naira from it. So what Buhari came to meet was 87 naira per litre. So what is the magic? He moved it to 190 something naira before he left. Then from the inception of this president, he forgot what they said about incrementing removal of subsidy, which was just infinitesimal. But now, the President Tinubu came in on the 29th of May 2023, and he said subsidy scam is what? Gone. It was a scam. But from that day, Nigeria has never been the same again. Things fall apart and the center refused to hold. When we used to read about turning and turning in the man-winning girls, that the Falcon cannot hear the Falcon and that things fall apart, the center cannot hold. May anarchists rule upon the world. But we, God forbid that we have any problems that will take us to the point of anarchy. But when we talk about it, let the police, the military has no business in this. I've heard about the release of the military. They have no business. They go back to the man. Let them go and face Boko Haram who are killing the military people. That's the military, to protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria, but not to come into civil issues. They should go back to their barracks.
All right.
Now, the police must protect protesters, and they will not tolerate this issue of counter-protest, because all Nigerians that come from this counter-protest, who are paid money to do it, are poorer than even those who protest. So that is the issue. Now, when you say counter-protest, is it not protest all the same? So please, let us manage this thing well, and Nigeria will be okay. If our president who said protest is free, they should allow people to protest. He too have a moral burden to allow people to protest at this time.
Thank you very much, Apostle Samuel Joshua, journalist, pastor, management consultant. Thank you very much for your time here. All right, we've come to the end of the program, The Melting Point on Memories 96.5 FM. My name is Sharon MANDOR. You can catch up with us again tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. for another episode of The Melting Point. Thank you for listening.
All right, I wish to thank you all for being part of this program, and we solicit you do same tomorrow when we'll be back. I am Anifiok. Enquiry, good morning.